Na Endra my way say Benjo. The new Patriotic Party as against the National Democratic Congress. Na Endra na ye pinso e won cry ha. Ati aropay ye no be de ho enkomo. Tani nyina ye ambulances sometime back. Ghana ye adwen say ye beto e dey free Dubai na. The deputy finance minister back then, currently the minority leader in parliament, Ede Ninsa Ekoshe and Kratabi, as your friend letters of credit. In international business terms, you know, you get to understand some of this instrument. Companies, you know, a issue plus creditors, and so a issue na wamutimi make sure transactions no etimi I go through. We'll break it down for you, and then a bit more technical. When it comes to law-related matters, but yedini gina na beba form na yetimi agumo ama wetimi atiasie yene a lawyer for him before no ebedi nkomo surely na ni gina ni sendra esem trofo nhia modie mienu ana ekọ so de kan ekọ so ewo eye Adabraka, the headquarters of the NDC, ana de etoso mienu ekọ so ewo Asalam Down at the headquarters of the NPP, responding as well to some of the issues NDC through their national chairman, Ora Johnson Asiedun Ketia, and Womo Erezi in the ongoing case award the High Court. Now, quite an interesting one. The issue borders and on a year Dr. Ato Forsen, Ghana's minority leader in Parliament. Now, over 200 ambulances under the John Mahama administration, or mind ye a year beto na yetimi edi abua ma afei when it comes to issues of health, ebetibi abua are resolving a lot of the issues. Again, we were made to understand that those ambulances, were supposed to be mobile clinics. Intina enye just an ordinary ambulance, but rather ambulance ya stock it with BBA ebetimi movie about we crew and I say in case of a pandemic, in case of any situation na esi wo ho. Those we are told were the purpose in tia na abaye no epese wo crack those ambulances at the ball my Ghana no. But the question and it's ambulance e buy and I say amba e buy. Does the Ministry of Health have in stock those ambulances? One more clear at the free port ho, and also say one more unclear. Edasugu ho, basically ye kaseyana. Sikahe anagana etuya as part of the transaction tia a day ama a year the Attorney General and Minister for Justice Ede a year Urato Forsen Ejina Court. In fact, Assembly DNO Air Koso. Now the latest with that particular issue, is the third accused person one mounted the witness box one man testimony about a year transactions, the course. Now he served as a middle person between the government of Ghana through the Ministry of Health and then the Ministry of Finance. And then negotiating with a year Dubai counterpart, one more manufacturers or the producers of the ambulance. Urak Jakpa. Now somewhere last week, and one cross-examination witness box I mean he went overboard and I feel based on some of the questions Attorney General ABC the day before it was quite intriguing to have said baby Attorney General Edene Kon and Sembe no ewonibo. In fact say Attorney General no ede no and Sembe Bebrena no ewo hono mo obeka ama Ghana for so ate. To a far extent he exploded by telling the court he wanted to reflect the court's record. I dare say assembly need air cost as part of the criminal processes air cost or high court. Attorney General no Ora Godfred Yabo Adame afine ways and means bia say obetimi enyano to testify falsely against the minority leader Ora Kessben to Forsen. For that reason, or what tapes recorded evidence of the Attorney General in a conversation, Attorney General, for so many occasions and so many times, I try say obe convincing or say, in fact, one tran court, through the testimony as key witness in this particular issues. Now, I feel one should say one to me any conviction through or no testimony. And the NDC had promised somewhere last week, say In fact, one more press conference. Now, press conference in the they were going to play tips and then come out with evidence to prove say asema ora jakpa eka ye ewo court no. It was not just a mere say, but rather no, substantiated with a lot of evidence. Ebetimi abua womo case. Now they seek to let the entire country and the world know say Uraya Godfrey Yabua Dame, the Attorney General and Minister for Justice. Aye near maybe a nearma wayeno. It is against the legal profession and then its related rules are govern a year criminal proceedings like this. For that matter, no. In fact, Ghana for no ehu say atofo se no onyeshi woni boni bia. But it is deliberately the intention of the Attorney General say obetimi use the ways and means a secure conviction against a year ora atofo out of proportion, and tapes were played and then some WhatsApp messages were displayed as part of the NDC's press conference. And afi womo ewie ye no lawyer Frank Davis and so on the part of the NPP so a press conference was the headquarters of the ruling party stating say enyeno kre. We'll be bringing you a set of all those press conferences shortly. Na yene a lawyer for no edi ho enkomo. Ebi wo a quite technical, but just as we do every day, no, you be breaking it down. Now the average truck person, the average truck pusher, no, ebetimi ate enkomo a yedi no ase, and that is our mandate. Set ye waha anopay. But mamemfa asedani be emma Emascon Estate Ghana Limited. Anopay wamwa darobam pacho wamu won sase anebo fupa. Na from the 20th of May, ana wamu frasi wamu kwa kusi the 14th of June. A promotion wamu enti se say no one plot of land wamu measure no by 70 and 100, you know, and they one so from 30,000 Ghana cedis at the Ababa Besi 18,000 Ghana cedis. The ne half plotter nanka one eton 15,000 Ghana cedis. No, say one more about 9,000 Ghana cedis. And it is a big opportunity for you. Say anopay ube meki attempt na wonso wetimi atwasa say ebebwa uye pa. Omonsase no egumwa hodopi wa wo pass say for private development of your own project wa wo si wo fie anase wo si wo shop ketua bi de wo pass say ne de aye bia no wo mo benya bi e de amount afemu amo pass say for commercial purposes mo amo disi asori dan schools filling stations wa wo pese obi warehouse event center anase shopping mall ni nyina no wo mo ewo eye ensase no akese mu a de wo pe bia Kessben wo pe bia no wo mo betimi etwa e amount. The interesting part is that this is the only company in Ghana but auto asase edi free womonchen cement $20 free of charge for just buying a land from them no or reward no say you bet you $20 of cement afi womo wia na womo de 200 pieces of blocks at the account at the amount. It is extraordinary. Ebinsi and tensi se companies ebeye niema etise. Enunchi anopay make it a point. Na obeto asase to service plotter yaye demarcations ni nyina accurately. Na yatu ya boase a secure land documentations ni nyina. Na wa nkoto asase wo baby ama land gas nso ama meje emfri wunsem. Shenin so say on Saturday mornings biano yade oko for sightseeing na wakwa asase ne so na wakwa kohwe baby a asase ne da. In fact, yensa no ewo Chopoli, a 10 minutes drive from Central University and then 5 minutes drive away from Seglemi Affordable Housing Project. No, and until anopay se only Emascon Estate Ghana Limited for Edin Komo na Mudin Sawaswa Mpacho Usika enshi de biarada. To book no na make it a point say weekend day oni omo beko no obefre womo na afewa register within na womo reserve seat at the amount for womo on 0553 840 646 0553 840 646 and after 0553 838730 na one a year a Emascon Estate Ghana Limited for any Nkobon Pacho omocha kwan ewo a year Spenters Road no eso Community 18 Junction. One more directly opposite Allied Filling Station no ewo KFC restaurant no enche wape. And pay speak to them na when they one more any enkomo one more ebejo so pa. Checking your time is only 48 after 7. 92.9. Mami enko ahumane so na yenko ye juma emra mene private legal practitioner, lawyer Paul Kubi. He's as well a constitutional lawyer, AD and Komo. Council, Otemeka, good morning, and Pom to saying. Eradia Dubayana do West Yepa.
Even though not yet, our congratulations.
Thank you. We will work there. Very well. Jina Sumame na yenti except of the Ekoso and Drano at the headquarters of both the NDC and then the NPP. Press conferences are one more a year. Na afe yemra the substantive issues. Na yeni hon komo anope.
Okay.
Ma yenti the NDC's press conference. Na yemra.
It is instructive to note that in the audio recording, Godfrey Dame is heard persuading Mr. Japa not to end his testimony by a particular time to allow him to travel, Godfrey Dame, to travel.
Yes.
The dishonorable Attorney General is also heard persuading Mr. Japa to procure and submit a fake medical excuse duty to the court,
92.9,
which he was scheduled to testify before that morning. Attorney General and Minister of Justice. This was to enable Godfrey Dame travel abroad without missing Japa's testimony. Attorney General, you are asking somebody who is before court for what you claim to be one crime to go and commit another one, to come and deceive the court. By asking a witness to fabricate evidence to deceive a court, Godfrey Dame, the Attorney General, sought to undermine the judicial and justice administration process in this country. This conduct of Godfrey Dame constitutes the offense of perjury, which is a crime punishable under the laws of Ghana, specifically section 213 and 214 of the Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960, Act 29. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, I would at this stage invite you. You have been salivating for some time now, but I want to invite you to the content of this recording, after which I'll make some important observations. Let me allow you.
You pay only after the goods have been delivered, because that is also the contract, not so.
Yes, but then the financial instrument for the project is an irrevocable letter of credit. So that credit letter has already been sent.
No problem. But in my view, that letter of credit area, the contract requires that you pay by letter of credit, not so.
Yes, in addition, we should establish it upon the sign of the contract. So already you have paid.
Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes. Upon the signing of the contract for every 50 ambulance, since there was no advance mobilization, advance payment, that LC was a security that you have to establish ahead.
No problem. The sign of the contract for every 50 ambulance. It is the contract for the contract of every 50 ambulance.
Kessben 92.9.
I'm saying upon the sign of the contract for every 50 ambulance.
Yes.
It is the contract for the every 50 ambulance.
The contract is for 200 ambulances in tranches of 50.
Good, hold on. So that contract for 50 ambulance is different from this one?
No. The contract is one contract for 200 ambulances, which has been broken down within the contract for every few. You establish LC for every 50 tranche. So you have 4 LCs for the 200 ambulances.
No, that part there I disagree with you. But if you look at the terms of the contract, it's quite clear. And it should not be difficult for you to accept, because really it doesn't put you in any problem at all. That does not put you into any difficulty. And you know the Minister of Health, the Minister of Finance. So for me, if you accept that, and it doesn't put
No,
you in
no.
any
See, the problem I have in accepting that for you is accepting that for you is that in there are letters that confirm that both from.
Very well. That is the NDC, except of a year and a press conference, a course. So, no, my a year lawyer Henry Nanabuachi, the national organizer of the New Patriotic Party as well. One so a year and some trophy shame with the Andra, a war party no headquarters. My yentie kakra na yemra na afemine lawyer Kwame ending komo.
If I'm going to have Kessben 92.9, I sit down. You are both dance of the social meeting. And I am both said, and I'm moving out to my moon, who answers to report that I, friend, Justice Emmanuel, Johnny Colletti. Or most of the man. And to Munia, any arrangement to make you go see their men, their fans, or most of one or most of the judge. And then this is what Daniel said, you are both the person arranging for what? Say that will be every. I will be found one that's dear I moved. I was up for question. And someone is what you to that. Any not so bad. If the assembly day, you are a year, my was, they said. Several hours of us, yet I'm doing a bit of a family. Me, don't you know for your home about Godfrey for me is the best opportunity I can be young man. Francia, or you will go in Mobia. What shall I shoot, man? And this is volunteer. On resign, eh? On resign, now. The boss why I told you why the master said, send me for mon doctor, mon fake, never can see any, and no way.
And that is Henry Nanabuachi, lawyer, the national organizer of the New Patriotic Party, and at the press conference. Council Otomenka. Yes, and first of all, we want to understand the genesis of this whole conversation. The the Attorney General and Minister for Justice is serving as a prosecutor, prosecuting a case of causing financial loss to the state against the honorable minority leader in Ghana's parliament. Acceptance has here and in influence here, no, if we have.
Okay, it is my main for action. Now, the main aim to say, NDC for press conference on and MP before press conference on they are acting as politicians. One would definitely expect that they will skew or slant Neombeken Bian in favor of their political party. I don't want to step into almost politics now or more yellow. That is not the issue I want to deal with. Otherwise, then I'm also going to behave like a politician like them. I will be slanting. I am looking at the objective issues that you're raising. In the first place, what was the need for the Attorney General to have that discussion with Japa? At the time,
Yes, Council, you remember that discussion, so which is a subject matter. Yes, me say Ghana 40 years here about saying and contract issues, aqua court.
So what happened? They say NDC for Abban FM, import 200 ambulance at the back of my Munebeboa, Yakubu, and who you by here. It is the man, Japan, no, the company near that they say, Omogena Mofa, Daniel Pabla. Now, that 200
ambulances, yeah.
This is number at the go. Near so, or the 50, a beba, or the 15 banner the BIA fine or one. That's not the another 50 about. Or the back in those tranches, that tranches of 50, until say will be the whole thing. But the woman say, exactly say, I buy a money is not only so more or ambulance, nephew or more, or no, all moments KBR. You are back for be a fast so at the mark for a year Juma at the mouth. Nibia won't share down for Canadian farm here. And only the event letters of credit. It is the open if you are good shape, or yet you may be at the mount. As I man of a idea at the point by chain. Now, Yamaya, yes, I crash I letters of credit. Now, all the not of all. If I knew you or mother, she put sign your manual. Now, it is our letters of credit to Eddie Achille. Now, engineer and no so. Eddie, I said, you be changing for Bonoka. That was to my point.
Okay.
Now, and there will be any near you rat for a first time here. Now, and also so that you did also, I can say, Appiah of us, so I design is letters of credit to know. According to the Constitution, the Usham one, they are there when the Omari Jambo, Wama Omano, Aboka, or Webisop. And we see, and I in Nakapujina, as a media, I can happen. It's a two force in dear woman say. A woman who are your best instance in sign. It will be a Mayanya, dear, winning friend who letters of credit to know. And no cost sign here. I know that you know to can say what also financial loss. And I say, why ye be via a bit a car about the 2 or man or so. Yang children do mukatra if I have causing financial loss. Now, some financial loss, no, I not yet say there is 2 years no.
Yes.
And we are saying, says Gananka or money between the says can IEPC for us to the members of the Amaya. Now, I said, we are Shanghai, and now you 2 for the Nanka, person who would say, you 2 for say. Then, yes, I know. As you need a chido, yeah. It is the open set who establishes the issue of causing financial laws. First and foremost, the who establishes it. There was no value for money as far as that particular thing is concerned. It is an idea no city. And now one should be open you 2 for Wednesday and our photos idea no assisted cities. It's one of Aboka, 40 cities. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I do.
So that is how it is. It's, in the court, what the prosecution will have to establish any that aspect of willful act. Idea, we are now no. Now we need another example which we will. Example, we need due diligence. You have undertaken the requisite due diligence to ensure that idea now we and Enfaka and Famba. Now, which is why the one share. Now, the yes idea. You have to establish willfulness, you have to establish heedlessness and other issues. It's, because they are so forcing issue, our person, many persons make anything about that particular issue. But what they will have to establish in the issue there, he was willful in signing that particular will, and now say, or no, as a person, or need some mandate, or your deputy minister, yes, but a deputy minister, no, he can act only upon the instruction of the substantive minister. If you do, baby, no, yet in the same, as a person, as signing letters of credit, without the prior approval or knowledge of the then minister for finance.
Okay.
I don't know when we minister of finance, I yes, second, or no one back on that can say, or no, catch them say, oh, yeah, on signing. Right? If an agent acts on behalf of a principal, if there are any consequences, it is the principal who is to be held liable. If you need to the sense and can respect our back can say, I will know, and no catch there, As a person said, he was not immediately available in the country. That particular your friend saying no was urgently needed, on signing for and on his behalf. Then of course they could have left as a person and proceeded rather to handle the substantive minister SF. But well, just as I said, before court, we'll have to leave it at that and see how the judge will make a determination as far as that particular case is concerned.
Very, very well. Now, as part of the processes in court, and key witnesses, Emma Womo testimony. Now, Ora Japa, Emma box, somewhere last week, in an attempt, say, one also Ebemani testimony. Now, this whole issue about Attorney General trying to influence a key witness, in this whole situation, Akwakofa and Sembebre no Ediaba. Now, the substantive issue in Tiandra, my press conference is here, so the conduct of the Attorney General, some have said, it is against the legal professional rules and the actor, one more every year, Juma. Some have even called for a resignation of the Attorney General. Should there be a truth in this particular issue? Where do we start from, and how do we tackle this situation?
Okay. When you say there will be a comporter, the idea essentially, and they say, the Basa Nipakono Ibuno for a veteran. Now, switch here, and what do we need for 4 main purposes? That's the 4 main essence of punishment. First one, a deterrent to others. The other one is also for retribution. Another one is also for restitution. And then, of course, for rehabilitation. Now, in the case of Ato Forcing Adiwe, what we have heard was that, well, Ato Forcing's supposed issuance of the, the letter of credit, had led to a loss of 2.37 million euros. Good. Now, Deep Sea, now we all produce that a year, friends.
Ambulance,
Ambulance, so look here. We don't want our names to be dragged into such a way. It is such a kind of most thing. Papa, we for signing financial loss. We are ready to pay that money so that you forget about this whole thing. Where I have the problem is when it is alleged or it is said that the Attorney General refused it. Firstly, when the lawyers of DC wrote the letter to the Attorney General, it is, and I read it, I don't know, but in this day and age of AI and all those things, who rely so much on some of these things that you see or hear, you might be a bit circumspect about them.
Okay.
But what is there was that the Attorney General refused the letter or the offer of Deep Sea because they were not the accused persons.
And they were not parties to the issue, the case.
Precisely. So they went back, wrote another letter, and indicated, said, the Amokani Yati. But the said accused person now, represent or young agents, And then I'm a here. And the first accused person, Yakachen is that this is what we intend doing. I only say he has nothing against it. It is my opinion to we including interest on the said amount, he bet you are in 2 tranches. And also, Attorney General said, there be unfinished. Then I asked myself, so what were we looking for? Yes, the panel. Why my face said and now said you can see, yeah, shouldn't know. Yes, it is cano anything, and the abba. Say the background or the bow, say Obi from or the bow in the move, or say me the back, the beya. So I think I shouldn't know, it be pre-order. So why did the Attorney General refuse that offer? Now, we come even under Section 35 of the Court Act,
okay,
which says that such a friend saying an offer or a plea bargaining can go on. And in that case, what will happen is that Atufosin and Jakpa will have been found guilty, but they will not suffer any custodial sentence. That is under the Courts Act. But you'll be found guilty, you'll be pronounced guilty. So you will be an ex-convict, so to speak, but you will not spend any time behind bars.
Okay.
Then we are told to say that don't you say company. So if this had happened, then we hear a conversation between the Attorney General and the Fed accuser and go for various offers on his part. Attorney General Department is all company. Now, as the Akakoba said, Jakpa in that conversation, was now more or less educating you on the issue of
letters of credit
and all those type of things, and meetings that you have held with him, and what you want him to do, and even telling him that you should prolong his evidence so that you can be in the country at the time, including even saying that he should go in for a medical report to say on Tiapo. That for me, of course, is a rumor, but the rumor in itself is equally serious. And if it is established in the credit, let's just say and they go. So for me, I don't want these politicians to come and do their normal banter. The politics. I just say in Yoma. We are being told to say, Jakpa, any Attorney General, Asia, or a Supreme Court judge here. Speaker.
Yes,
what
Counsel.
Is it that is happening when case go before our courts? Is it the case that people have been meeting some of these people, judges even in their homes, discuss issues before we come to court? Is that what is happening in our jurisprudence? Is that what is happening in our justice system? It's in the Ghana for political board being here, but as you say, the NDC for almost like MPP for. No. We are now being told of a certain rot which is taking place.
Now, but Counsel, utie AG assertion no, and then the responses the PRO at the by through the ministry. And now they tell you, sir, that meeting no supposedly was to be a meeting and and no inability the plea bargaining arrangement between the third accused person or second accused persons, which is Urua Jakpa, and then the Attorney General himself, and perpetually they're calling for that meeting in the supposed justices house. Yes.
Don't let them associate this issue. Jakpa and the friend. Whether it was the whale that swallowed Jonah or it was Jonah who swallowed the whale, there was a swallow.
Exactly.
What am I going to say? What is the issue is that there was a meeting, and there ought not to have been that meeting. If you want that, your friend saying justice of the Supreme Court, exercise meeting in Mumbai, don't go here then. Now, if people are going to do any plea bargaining, is the plea bargaining done in the residency of a Supreme Court judge? Is that what those things are discussed? And when at the time, Japan had a lawyer that you're sorry. So why? So I am saying that Ghana for politicians, and treat idea with a political window. So I listen to what the MPP guys came to say. They never at any moment said that Asama and this before Ababekano and Yanukre. They never said that. They never said that the voice was not the voice of the Attorney General. They never said that.
But they were very clear, said the tape has been ducted.
Whether it has been ducted or it has been nurse or it has been pharmacist, whatever description they give to it, The point is that the NDC guys were organizing a news conference, and so they would have probably chosen the part of the tape noir almost
a city case
to make their case. So it is not a matter of saying, they had a 26-minute tape, so they are going to play the whole 26 tape. Take note that they had also, as it were, going to pay for the airtime. So they cannot come and play the whole tape for that 26 minutes, So at least the 10 minutes airtime, and of course you at the studio knows the cost of an airtime, 1 minute airtime. You know how much it costs. So for you to come and say, it was doctored, they were pieced together. Of course, some of us also heard and realized that, the whole thing, they were pieced. But continue say, what was said, is it the case that you are saying, it was AI generated and that it is not the voice of this gentleman and that it has been made to look as if it's your own voice? And I said, this a friend saying, WhatsApp messages that you show any other things, that those things were never done and that they have been fabricated. They never addressed that issue. No more the address was and the fact that they also made attempts to see the Attorney General, and the Attorney General, being a very strong guy, what the case is in it, President is so appraising, he still said that he will not allow, he was not going to agree to the kind of plea bargaining that they brought in. How? And I go on to say, now I can say that the can also be to an amendment.
Very well. Council, you have already laid down the ground rules, sir. We should not go into the political aspect, but let's substantially, in law, come to the Attorney General. Now, you can say obi a buying lawyer penny, and then a minister in charge of justice. According to Article 88 of the 1992 Constitution, such a position and such a person, ne mandate, any saying. And then the questioning of the fact is, the Attorney General, I have heard some lawyers make the point, only any moral right or justification, as a senior most lawyer, who hold the laws in your bosom, what sounds so crown on the second part, a senior air course, the prosecutor, will prosecute yourself, there was no moral right and justification for him to have gone outside the court, or kwakofre witness be any na kwakodim komo ewetre. Now it raises concern about rules are modi juma as lawyers in the court of law. And I just want Ghanaians to understand that perspective. Attorney General Juma is saying in situations are only the prosecution, what does the rules of court say about the conduct and in the near SSA warrior?
Very well. The Attorney General under the Constitution, any nipa position, clear about my position. So there shall be an Attorney General. Now, Attorney General shall be the Minister of Justice. Position clear about the rule. Now, the Attorney General is expected to be the government lawyer. When you're talking about government, we are not talking about the party. We are talking about the government. So what we have now is a government. Yes, it can be a government which flows out of a particular political party. But it is not an MPP government. It is the government of Ghana. But may be under an MPP administration, so to speak. But even then, because we have the executive presidency, I recognize it. So all acts to emanate from the president. It is not to emanate from the, from the party. That's the first thing. It is the whole year Attorney General. Now, Minister of Justice, where Juma Bailey, to say a man's so emphasis. Like a man, so I can't, and it's a man who in it is a battle the assembly bar. One shall say the background, I won't be cool. Now, what you want, and I say the background, what you find out, what be cool, oh, yeah, they are by a piano. No, what the end is a operation say, I can train everybody.
Okay.
This is why you are the minister.
And I said yes, sir, or has who say pepper your ebeba.
Precisely, all he's expected to do is to present the facts as he has got them before the courts. Now, courts, are a determination. In fact, it is even advised to say, where the court even finds an accused person guilty, not a basse, a pre-trial,
plea bargaining arrangement.
Yeah, pre-address, pre-sentence address. To say, the lawyer will have to say something by way of mitigation, and then the Attorney General will also have to respond, by way of a reaction to the plea of mitigation. It is even said to say, the prosecution is not to ask for a maximum sentence or a harsher punishment or anything. What you have say, once we have been able to establish our case, the court is with us. The court thinks we have established our case. It has convicted the person. So we leave the sentence to the court to so decide. You don't come and say the person must be given a deterrent punishment, or you must be, punished like that others will not copy from you. No, you don't have to say that. That one will be left.
Okay.
The sentencing regime, is left with the judge to make a decision. Say, sentence I'm never going to purpose a 7 years, but you don't suggest to the judge harsher punishment. No. If who be telling me about the role for the Attorney General, the Attorney General's own should not be to always ensure that obey your conviction of an accused person. No. Present your case the way you had them. Present your facts as have been made available to you, and leave the court to make a determination. Otherwise, when you are insisting that you have brought a case before the court, and all you are looking for is that the accused person must be convicted, it ceases to be a prosecution. It rather becomes a persecution.
Interesting. Now, as lawyers, Momra Modiye Jumano Edoso. Now, you have the Legal Professions Act 1960, Act 32, giving birth to LI 2423. Now, I want to read Rule 1 of the Legal Profession and Professional Conduct and Etiquette Rules 2020. Now, this is what it states, and I want you to explain it to us and the public as well. Interpretation of rules. When it comes to Rule 1, or say the rules shall be interpreted in a manner recognizable that a lawyer has a duty in the practice of law to discharge the responsibility of the lawyer to a client, the court, the public, and any other lawyer honorably and with integrity. Now, you come to point B. It says that a lawyer has a special responsibility by virtue of the privileges afforded the legal profession and the important role the profession plays in a free and democratic society in the administration of justice, including a special responsibility to recognize the diversity of the Ghanaian community, to protect the dignity of individuals, and to respect human rights laws enforced in the country. And as well, on point C states that it is the duty of a lawyer at all times to uphold the dignity and standing of the legal profession. In part of this whole conversation, as a lawyer, you have a responsibility, sir, to a far extent, to bear respect to a client, consider the interest of the public. Are we seeing some, differentials in what the rules are saying as against what is happening now in the public domain?
Okay. As I said earlier, all that has been said, Jaka, and all that has been played out in the case, these are allegations. And that's why some of us as lawyers are urging the General Legal Counsel to take up this matter, to investigate it and establish whether or not this particular claims that are being made, whether or not they did really happen.
Very well.
Okay? If they did happen, then they will now be in a position to attitude where sanctions any errand or take to the appropriate ways which we needy. Let's not forget to say the Attorney General is the leader of the bar. Or no, the primus is the bar. It is the Udu order. Even if there is something from the Attorney General Department, now or yet just even 6 months at the bar. Now we will be even 30 years travel at the bar. To the extent that that person is from the Attorney General Department and he is supposed to be representing the Attorney General or what the preference. No. A man of priority over all the others who are there. Unless that person from the AG department decides that, I have seniors here, let me show evidence to them. Let me also say that and also them for them. That's all now as the leader of the bar, because he is himself a lawyer.
Exactly.
And you're working what any lawyer at all is expected to do. And if you happen to be the leader of that group, you have to put up the best foot forward so that others who are also following you as you being the leader will emulate your good examples. Also, so we put up. It's for me. Say no credit. Say that we ever yet, and now say no credit. Let me say the General Legal Council ever investigated this particular issue, so that at least we are able to re-establish the integrity of the present Attorney General. That is about the charge from against him, and now all this you what we the Attorney so which we are Japan.
Very well.
Present and back only just what is here. And now, on the Asian between us, the air can say, American say me, and want to get a report to the mayor in Vineyard in Natuma. And also, I should be on the side. Yeah, you know, so.
Very well.
That's why, yes, just as somebody said, the law is no respect of person. He can be the Attorney General if he flouts the law, whatever the law recommends by way of sanctions, he must also bear this.
Very well. Council, I don't pay my men now. I think we've had a lot about this. And thank you so much, I don't pay for your time once again.
You're welcome, sir.
All right. And lawyer Paul Kumi ana menene di enkomono. Mame emfa asidani bi emawa wuti empacho join your live ewo Facebook na fa wadwenche ni nyina no ebra. Mame emfa asidani bi ema 22 bet for na anopay wamwadaroma mpacho wamwabwa ye pa. Uyo obi a wani gise da bia no ubetwa bet games ahodo a ekoso ni nyina dia. Mpacho baby a esese okọ na utwa bet ni nyina no eye platform ba compare 22bet.com.gh 22bet.com.gh and no a number one betting platform and pacho on your initial deposit, over 200 percentage point in terms of bonuses and wamu betting me etia ede amount and unti and pay pese utra a betting kwadia platform neso na onsu twebi ewo ho regulated by the Gaming Commission enti one problem kra open sport activity bia no ampacho se leagues ahodo ewo wiase afana nyina ana se open casino games ahodo ni nyina na okọ 22bet.com platform no eso ampacho ubetwebi ewo so eno achi no utieme na open NBA mpacho basketball na opese utwa ubet no ewo so as well ubenya ewo 22bet.com bet to play bet to win and pay one roma ana abuayen na St. Louisa local rice made in Ghana rice mpacho rice papa and pay me kanfo ediama every household se utiemi a esese unya St. Louisa local rice na udisifie pacho ebebua ye pa anuncio no de na nutritional value no ni nyina no ewo mo edonchi anopay if you make it a point one kasa weni ebeje ho Ghana kuafo straight from the farms ana yaso ho kama ede aba yemfa bibia no emfrɛ mo edonchi ma St. Louisa local rice enye wo dada aduane a anopa ewia enumre ubetimi anoa ma ebusua ni nyina no edi again mo amoye restaurant operators a moye nuane ema nkrofo edi no pacho o pese ofrefre dom na edom betu eba bedidi ewo nchen dia esese uyisu eye St. Louisa local rice ede ye unuane nyina de teach you de enuane a wo ya uhia emo anade aye no mpacho St. Louisa local rice eye number 1 say ye rice balls say ye wachi say ye jollof fried rice ni nyina de wo ye bia no anopei ubehia eye St. Louisa local rice oni omo eni nkomo on 0277 452742 0277452742 and after 0546242343 0546242343 na oni St. Louisa local rice eni enkomo pacho omocha kwan ewo eye La Paz womo ewo eye Ecobank no enchen ho ape na woni wo mo ending komo afi wo pese utu no duduo mu na oton so abra ye betu bi e de amount na watimi akwakoton eno no will become your business obenya mfaso duduo pi na no e de free so eno nti bra na wonso bra beje wo de Emas Global Link Limited for Adaroba pacho akwantu ho nsem de wo mo eye number 1 pa se uyo bi a wani je ho se ubetu kwan akwa amano ne akotena ho akoye adwuma ananso se uya disuani pacho okotena ho akotoa wa disua so a anopei baabi esese woko na wo moboa eye wontoto ya ne onhyehyɛ ni nyinaa no ema no eye Emas Global Link Limited for asoye wo mo beje document no na afi applications esese wo ye into all the schools no wo mo aye e de amount wo a visa acquisition processes ni nyinaa no wo mo be ye kama e de amount kosise wo nsa be ka visa no wo mo ne wa ana ehwe abom pacho opese utwa ana wo reserve o flight ticket oni omo ni nkomo utu kwan akwa amanane oni baabi a beda hotel reservation oni Emas Global Link Limited edi nkomo a wo mo be ye ni nyinaa no e de amount anopei wo Kumase ne mpatemu a obekọ eye Asafo Labor wo mo ne Senate office no edi enhwe ni mo eno achi no okọ eye Oba Enkra Hanso a White Cross Junction Weja Kaswa Main Road no eso eho obehu womo na afi woni womo edi enkomo omo numbers no 0504203401 0504203401 and afi 0535502499 na oni Emas Global Link Limited for any enkomo anopei na womo ebeje wo sopa na afi wakwantu ho nhyehyɛ ni nyinaa no anopei obetimi ene marriage link consult for edi nkomo wombe organizing a kama edi amount na etimi aboa ope eye marriage services bia oni omoni nkomo ope lawyer ope counselors eni omo edi nkomo a marriage link is just a call away from you anopei for womo na oni womo eni enkomo indeed they are here to serve all your marital needs na oni womo eni enkomo mareko na mene doc eni enkomo na me manache emana kama doc mache
bra ene Kanisa Herbal Center atu ye boase se ene pe wo ya hwe ho ebe ma obi na wanom na so yade e na me category ni to two only two two no e de hi yade no e pain yaw na e de na de yaw ne ba enti ya na me de me ka kire se uko buroni hospital anase orthodox medicine it is symptoms ye no de kofa sa symptoms ne ba ye no ene yititi nti ya yes nti ya na manfo susu se nka wonum ya no esese ne yade ani jai me pacho eno no sa na nadwen ye no nka susu se wonum aduro na pa yi a nka nimire na ne ho ato no bare ye de ne nti sa eto no bo asa ye ho adwuma nti pain ni beko ya na me cha kire mu se oba wayasi eya wo ya na akwa fichire wayasi ya wo ya ne borofo so obeka se ye pain usisi ya wo ya ye pain sasabro mo nkotojo mu wi wa ye pain afei wo ye bema na obema yi ehin ayeketwa ensuo firimu ba na woni oba di ehia na ate ya wo a ye pain afei wo yo oba nso ensuo fufo bi gu na ensuo ne yi tisa akatwa ne nioma ahodo bi a eno so beka se ye pain woni wura di ehia mi wura mfa ho mi wura nya abotre position ni nye nkaba me na yie de bia wo dan wo ha boy wo dan wo chi a o se ye wo ya nti ba bia eye wo ye de a eye pain na abeka but the pain ni ba ye no ena ma me kire wo se ayade no ye mienu pe just two nti pain no firi ho a e de na di pain ni ba ye eye infections eye sebe enemu sa ayade a esi nka ho nti nka nkire me se wo yale esi a wo nom kanisa na beko dabi ba me ma wo nipa e wo sa ade ni mu na obi a wo yo oba yemfa ne se ensuo gu ahemfie ho ntwa yie na ya na ayi sa akatoa ɛsɛ torkan sɛ nkuruma ɛnema bi nkoye nti pampan bi ɛwɔ no krawo a asoba no ompe na wo a ɛwɔ ho asoba no ompa ba ma no no do kodi ahia na ɔbɛpɛ dabi ɛmfa ne sɛ wanyo ɔba bi a nka wo yɛ wadwen sɛ ɔbɛwa no na no ho fɛ ɛkyire anim mfimfini ni hwan ususu sɛ ahomeka nka wo choice no ba ade ne kɔ fie no nsuo fufuo bi enema bra ho chi bi a hu ni pampan bi a hu yɛ egu sabe bedsheet so wasi but utumu sɛ pampan ni da gyinam anampo sɛ wansi wo yɛ fi ebi a wo gya hɔ kɔ adwuma wo ba na asɛ de ni new senti bi abafie hɔ na unti ase yi ɛkyɛ abafre no wo sɛ awale ne agu enti wo wadwen kyerɛ sɛ obi na ɛyɛ wo obi na wo yɛ wo no na ama wo nya awade bɛtɛ yade ɛhaw ni nyina ne sɛ ɔbanya babasoa ɔbanya white ɔbanya odi epia na onye na mu san yade a dodo na afɛle ɛya na ɔfɛle sɛ ɔbɛka sɛ kwaku ya mekɔ no hoi na anu sɛ ohunu sɛ bibi sɛ ya na wakoto bibi bia yɛde hohoro bibi bia yɛde hyehyɛ ɛno amuaw ade no wɔ mu wei wo nnom akɔ mu kanisa no wo nnom akɔ mu a ɛyɛ atonobo ase ayi nsuo ɔbaa bi ka kyerɛ me sɛ ɔtɔ aduro no bi no within that week no nsuo fufu hu wɔ no kra nka ɔyɛ gyae no nam so de kɔ no afei ɔno a de ne ho afei ɔse ayɛ sei me wo TV so dia me kan say amanfo be hu wa o radio no so de tie e maka kyerɛ wa kyerɛ nti fa no mese no ne ni nkomo 0247 88 74 36 0247 88 74 36 and I say 0202 99 09 43 0202 99 09 43 we ni enormous ya ofra ba bia ye to bibiduro wo de busase opa kanisa se de mekɔ akura so kra mkonya bi wa wo krom de nese wanyi bi dada nti nka nkyerem sɛ wo kɔ store ho no wanyi bi anto bo wura ho na abanya bi enti saa oba no a meka sɛ ensuo gu ni saa nneoma na wo wadwenya wo sɛ beyifo bi wona na bi a wanya 90 year wadwene sɛ beye obewuo no wo so ɔno na ayɛ no ɔno a ɛyɛ haw na aba enti nti wonya wale a check sɛ ade ya menamu yi ensuo ye egu mi pampan bi efiri mase ho mekɔ afikyira ma yase ya meya na mintimi nwu yie na moja yi ba ase bibi basa bi firi mu bai ɛyɛ haw ne sɛ mentɔ kanisa nom ne ntumi yade asema me hontɔm very simple ɛni nti wei ni saa bɛyie ne ɛhwan a wo bɔ so moi wa yɛ hɔ no kwan saa de nyina bɛfiri so ɛyɛ kanisa nom de bɛyi wo haw ase bɛɛma bi a de bia na meka mɛma asɛm a bɛɛma sɛ Yankopɔn yɛ adom ukɔ club na unya no ukɔ ayefro na unya no unya na sonda mu eduru fie sabi na anajo ya tupunu mu dia ɛhɔ nya sonda mu asɛm na nya club asɛm adwuma na sɛ wo ye sɛ adwuma no wo gyina mɛmɛ nyina na mu na wabɔ amaye ɛnu nti na sɛ wa moni ya ɔse wo unya bɛma na ɔde ne kɔ sɛ dɛm wɔ no na nim sɛ ɔyɛ ɔba dabi onim sɛ bɛma na ɔde ne kɔ ya sabi omukodi mpemu agoro saade na nkɔ yie pɛ ɔse wo unya bɛma dabi de me kyerɛ won sɛ to aduro ɛyɛ kanisa ɛyɛ infections enti na ma obɔ petre yo ɛna ma obɔ 2 seconds ɛna ma kakra ne wagya mu ɛna ma wade yi ehi ɛna ma wade ne twikom afei utimu sɛ na hoɔden a na ɛwɔ mu a nka ade pim a ɛkɔ akyire mu hu sɛ yes ade yɛ yakama wode ano ntinya abotre twukɔ animu ebi de yɛ sɛ de ayi hankra bi ahyɛ ano a ɔkɔ ma ne kodu ba bibi wo de kora ni nyina kora ko wurum kora enu ba bia kafra ɛyɛ haw yade no a ɛyɛ haw amma baba so na ado korowo ɛna amma odwonso a ɛba ntentem no ɛna amma odwonso a agye wo kyem kakra ɛna amma ɛfei wa utumu sɛ ya na usisi ya wo ya ebi kora ɛgya na ahohene oti ne ho sɛ ya sɛ nkokodua ne nam ne ho afei kora de pimples bi wato nku a wo wiase nya de asra wato cream ahodoɔ enso enko afei wo se ni sem na odidwale na enye ni nso odidwale nye osesem afei wo se wonu anso hye de adwale wa ye nyoma hodo nyina de bia so oti ne ho mi fire kakraba no oti ne ho afei oti na ham oti ne ba bibi pimples bi ba wo se razor bomb o mi yi maboje ne ba ye o mi yi mi hu ne ba ye enso wa ya enko ena me ka kire wo se utɔ kanisa no a utɔ kanisa na wonom a eno ena beboa ma nyoma hodo ya ye ka ho asɛm etimi aboa na yade ya ye bubo so se enemu nsan yade yi de ebeyi pain no afiro so ama ho ato bo wura drugstore member no ya brenti say the ohwe manim timi hu me solution no mako na ya na de ya say ye kan ya de ho asem obi so na ene de aduro na doso ba ya na mebusa say adenti na me se koto me die de enti am se to me die ni say eye nubna eye habamba eye nuaba ya na masam example say ye tie kro kituam kro nketuamu ye tie kurase no ye aduane na ye nana no hu say eye saade se bi wodwan aponchi ni sa bronya so a ya no mo de kokomesa ne kakaduro no hwentia wedi aba ne ade ne ye twi ne de garlic ka ho ne de egu sa aduane so ubusa say ye taste nkwantra na dabi eye nioma ho de ese na ne saade afiri nipadiem na aboa ma wanya aduane na wudie no nsusanso pepa eno ne ya hwe so say adenti ne yenye bie yenye nubra ne habama yenkeke sa nuaba yi mbom na be ma wonum a aboa oba wonum a eyi haw no afiri so ama ho ato frɛ number ti ne en so 0247 88 74 36 0247 88 74 36 and I say 0202 99 09 43 0202 99 09 43 we ni no message ahodo a ba bia wo nkran wo kumase wo tamale wo kintampo ba bia yeto aduru pacho bo wura ho busa se opekanisa obode ya do na wonu a bo so wanu dudo na o yade ase betu
merazo na fidi kofu ada roba pacho wamo akwakofa eye premix ahodo pi na no e dia pacho premix eye nuane nu ahodo a ye de fra nuane e de mamoa na eboa wamo apomodin ni ye papa I don't see ye kan eye fish premix pacho mo amoye catfish farms mo amonye tilapia na monye wamo akwakoton ni nyina no anopei se upenuane nu a wo de ma fish no ebeboa fish na pomodin ma na nyin ye dia ye fidi ko fish premix no anesesa wo de friend nuane no e de mamboa ebeboa wo mu ye pa so ebeboa amatilapia no wo benyi akese mu pa catfish no be ya akese na wo mu nso ebeye du wo mu benye healthy life na afia timi aboa ba wo nso watimi anya sika acho wo ye obi a wo ye poultry farm anopei sem papa ba ofie pa isan say wo mo de layer premix no e de aba no no eye nuane nu a ye de fra nuane e de mankoko a eto nkosua na afie ya no no boa wo mo mankosua wo mo to no mpache wo mo to no bebre akese mu na afie nkosua no so ho ade eno ti ebo ho a pacho empire e solid pa pay as I say we use layer premix no na wo de fra wo nkoko na aduane na etimi boa wo mo apomode ma wo mo to dodo mo pa e de ma mo nkosua no ebe ye fe ebe ye kama na awon kasa no wani beje mo ton a sika ne beba wanya so mfa so broiler premix no ye de franco kwa ye kwakoton wo mo no wo mo enuane na afi aboa mo mudro no any weight ni nyina na etimi aba kama pa try to pay mo weight no ene nam e wo ho no ana ebeboa mo ho sika wo de beje na no ti adopay woni fidi kofo ni nkomo na enuane nu ahodo nyina no Food and Drugs Authority for age e de ato se eye papa eno nti wo de ma wanyemwa na pacho eboa wo mo ye pick premise no e wo dwaman so ye de from preko aduane adopay wo pese wo preko no wo no dodo mo pa dia ese se wo de eye pick premise no eye ne dada vitamins zinc and the academy di ewo macho wo de ma wo mo a eboa wo mo ye ma lysine no nyina bi ewo mo eno nchi anopei fa premise ahodo amabobo so nyina no fra wo mo anaduane na obedi ho adan ye twatwo toxin binder eno no tronko kra wo mo di abase aboa no di bibi koni mu na enye ma no toxin binder na betwini nyina de fra aboa na afiatimi aboa se de be ya wanyemwa no yare bia enkonkobo wo anopei fidiko portrait animal feed center for other room ana wo mo de sa ne ma papa nyina no e de abadwaman Food and Drugs Authority for the omonsa ashase eno nchi anopei fra wo mo se wo pe no dodo mu atu aton a na wo pese wo ni o mu didwa ene o mu dinsa wo so a anopei fra wo mo on 0244 260190 0244 260190 and also say for 0242 769698 0242 769698 na when you want money come bet me afre office numbers on 0303-958583. I'm in here towboat ewo oyibi dodo wa main road no eso ana obehu eye Fidico portrait animal feed center for I don't pay speak to them that one bejo so every pause you got tonight so that I'm at to say
yeah Kwame Jusu
yeah okay I don't pay. I call law school. I graduate. I did maybe I find there.
My essay, Mr. Pratt. Mr. Pratt, baby, I will be a mechacha pa. What's the master Kwame? Mami will compare you. Quote them will compare. You cry, the master Kwame at Honomoa. And somebody will carry a tears or money a pow. Kwame, and so okay now, Kwame, you be bombarded. Se unye good Kwame and this no me question obetiase.
Yeah.
But we need to ask questions as a citizens. At least CNCA pocket or street law. And kofoka ye di achiri ehhehwe edusumu hu se eno mo ke ase chire sei. Na also the atoto de ho no ahwe Kwame. I have come to realize nipa bia obeye law se Kwame wunnim fie nyansa nka ho wuntimi nye law no. Emrebi lawyer bi kasa asem we cheme. Lawyer kumia kasa asem we a chire me da. And I'm mere kasa me mate a o ye lawyer. Ono se feni Gideon amoa. Ono so aka chire me se aziziga. Se wo ye law ne fie nyansa nka ho a Kwame wuntimi nye law no. Se wo de eyi dia no nko school dia no nko akwa na sometimes wa apply if you nyansa Kwame ahwe de bia be difo Kwame de ekoso no eye ama nipa trimaye no kesane.
Okay.
First of all, may I have questions to ask because the matter is in court. Wa anya careful na say ukwa no too much ahwe ana wakwa asem wani kwa asoka jebe kwa achase na ye ba be charge wo ene sa do man. That is one. Kwame
me here
Abrantia Richard Japa say there we can say it is established say Ura Richard Japa called for plea bargaining.
It is established.
Yeah, it's established because according to the Attorney General, there's a letter a court date Ura yes, letters dated 27th April 2023, 16th May 2023, and 30th May 2023, and June 12, 2023 or the Richard Japa Atra na all calling for plea bargaining. Kwame.
Oh, letters in the bill.
No, the letters is not there, but this is the release coming from the Attorney General's office. You understand? That's the Attorney General's office. Say the third accused person wrote this letter calling for the plea bargaining. So Kwame, the plea bargaining no within a year is the form of admission. Say ma admit say de me kwa cha say adie we say maye na mumwame me mayan yan twa sam ne nko too much mumwame na mintwa so de bichi na aba ne me bargain na emfaso ni interest we obia no I have to pay it. They said ye DS Martis Bass Brandon any all that Kwame. So as for Mr. Japa the case no me perceive the to kakra but one thing eye me wanwa and say Kwame the Attorney General Tama Richard Japa issued the buy oka say the Attorney General is trying to coerce him to start dropping evidence and I say obeke kansem a ebegu owura atofos hufi na ya jeli owura atofos a disadvantage atofos am ya jeli no e wona owura Godfrey Dame yebo Adame e de statement ba abontin In fact, last Friday we were treating that story here. Through the Deputy Attorney General. Afetua Yeboah. Okay. Then Owura Afetua Yeboah me say. One, the accused person now Okasa, the third accused person, Owura Richard Japan. Okase Owura Godfrey Dame. After no odd hours, catch and say on drop cases no. On kikan semifa Owura to force ho na ye jeli no. Sa branch ni mom na tiasma make you.
Yeah.
Wonu mom na. What fair calling for plea bargaining, which the letters are there. And two, was sa branch ni mom. And the name Owura to force. Abba Owura Godfrey Dame ho say omo drop case. Now Kwame, the question that I'm asking is how come say Owura Godfrey Dame all this one now Owura Richard Japa, because the second accused person there say Kwame is being declared incapacitated, which Attorney General per that no wanted to drop the case. You understand? Or yes Sergio Abruchi or Diarian person, we don't want to go there. But the third accused person and the first accused person, according to Godfrey Dame release or the by NHS, they came to him, say, almost be patch and drop a case. No, Kwame, time now, Godfrey Dame drop a case. No, why he did to Omu Plino? I didn't know why they exposing that to people. Jamaica Atmasi.
Me too.
Yes, I didn't know that time. No, one more bunting, I be exposed and catch from say, hey, some ran team you know, say, Abba me say, me drop a case. No, Kwame. This is law, and this is for the country. Jamaica, what I say?
Yeah.
I don't know what time, and third accused person, no, ever, evidence be bad on Tiabe catcher say, you were trying to cause me to say something bad to disadvantage the first accused person. A mom now be catcher and say the two came to you, say they want to have the case dropped. I don't get it. Jamaica, what I say?
Yeah.
Last week I was asking your very say lawyer Kumi on this. And two, so what should say Attorney General? I was say last year or be catcher and say Owura ato forcing. I call it for plea bargaining. Emma ato forcing at the release by Bonte say people should ignore that air cost on detractors and say or no I call it for plea bargaining. And yes, ato forcing came out to release. I have the release here. So if that time no the you fair say Attorney General what to me did Adiaba Bonte say ato forcing was calling for plea bargaining. I don't know one Sammy and Tiasia say ato forcing and Richard Japa came to you say on person will drop a case. If you were able to come out the plea bargaining. They make what I say.
Yeah.
And on Maakye can was say they also send some persons be say put pressure on at the Attorney General to drop the case. In this crucial moment now, Kwame, the man is playing audios implicating essay with you know. Why don't you also mention some of the persons? The names of some of the persons putting pressure on you, apart from one judge. Apart from one judge, Kwame, was a number of persons. Persons, just at least we should know at least more than one persons and putting pressure on the Attorney General to drop the case. If only such a bite ever hit you play the WhatsApp messages. The WhatsApp messages, including audios. I can mention names.
Of people
yes, because to also combat the audios na idea here bono Kwame. And also Kwame, then the flip side.
My thing I mean to here the fact is Yes, to a far extent, mutual statement must say a two forced and third accused person has been calling for plea bargaining. I mean, the letters are not being exposed. And Andra, I was thinking, sir, in the NPP's press conference, okay, after I said one more show a year company, no, okay, company they can apply. Yes, sir. I mean, one more person one more doing as producers of the ambulances, no. One person would be a bebas same way because they deal with international, I mean, companies and other governmental agencies.
Yeah.
One more letters in the deal. But what about the individuals? What is there to prove to show, sir, these people we say, sir, one more third and then first accused, are really calling for pre-bargaining. And no, no, as a man, say, something, you bet me a substantiate all this while, no. That level of evidence, ain't me my method.
Yes, Kwame. Me know ya drift say. What kind of attorney general released no say? The statement say it is rather the third accused who by various letters dated 27th April 2023, 16th May 2023, 30th May 2023, and 12th June 2023 has proposed to the Republic through the Attorney Generals to engage in plea bargaining or plea negotiation. This plea bargaining proposal has to date not been accepted by the Attorney General.
So where are the letters?
Exactly. And what's something I can make
letters in our here.
So the letters.
How letters bear 3?
Yes, there are 4 letters.
4 letters. So where
are the letters? Yes, at least even if said the third accused person. Yeah, the emphasis Kwame he was lying. Per what was displayed by NDC yesterday, the man was lying, but was able to come out with a WhatsApp chat
to prove
say media be minu wadi nkobo, which against the legal profession ethics. They make what I say. Was show audio say Kwame. Meme dia menu wadi nkomo. So Kwame, in order say you better normal see you. I'm expecting the Attorney General's office, Kwame, to come out with these letters that I'm talking about. And 2, sir, you better say the number of persons are putting pressure, enormous pressure on the Attorney General to drop the case. They are also be me. Ura Jakpa.
Yeah.
The other time na mi bisa lawyer Kumi. Say, so how come say Ura Japa all this while the man was calling you the odd hours? Say, kwana koke can say me for Ura to force him. Which you read the legal profession, that's a professional conduct and ethics rules 2020. Who read the laws now? Kwame.
Yeah.
It is against that you feel say act. Adentina. The person is calling you without the express consent of your lawyer. And it definitely means why inform your lawyer. Normal report to Godfrey Dame and Farmer General Legal Counsel. All this while. Not just said that day no crampono. If that Attorney General had kept quiet, and Oka say, okay, Mame come on. And a normal now you continue doing it. I will call to her. And there be one can be I provoke you. I give you crack one my country say, what Attorney General shall say can be for a rat of us. Minimum say be a tool be a normal tool for the future. Oh, the BJ. Sat me the 2 hodum for the future. So assembly do baby near Hennes Edia. They will come out with that evidence. But sometime down here, channel that day no almost fast. I thought first could have been jailed that day.
Exactly.
Because the judgment day no should have hit way back in April. Oh, they make what I say
on 2nd May.
On the 2nd May. No, that's the April. It started from April. 2 sitting days of April, including the 2nd May. So from the 2 sitting day of April, including the 2nd May, whatever the case, I took person could have been jailed. So why did he keep this evidence up to now? I don't get it.
Interesting. 4 after 9. This is Kessben 92.9. We are live on TV as well. On Kessben Television, DSTV, channel 364, Go TV, channel 121. Pacho, your messages, no numbers, no. 055059699, 055056799. The issues are in the High Court, and we don't want to go deeper into it. I don't permit the. May act how do you by we are Legal Professions Act 32 and we the legal profession and then professional conduct and etiquette rules, LI 2423, and this is the Criminal Offences Act 29. Quite an interesting one, but see a chance yes explain here. We may be going into the substantive issue. My court manage judgment in we are yebana yedi ho
kombo emra me metie odu ni na emra na me wadwuma mu anadwu ni na Kwame yeti ha ni etie both the press conference me na Kwame hwe me wie ye ready no ma na inadimre no I listen to lawyers, I listen to lawyer Paul Kumi. Later me say no ma me fa me be de no to Kwame
5 after 9, but your baby could not finish of a was in encoding como emra in free about a papa. I would end the other but
what about yeah,
but your name a year about a prostate center for ending como emra na and pay prostate who challenges in Yinano, one will be tuning in Yinano, I say Ediama. Of a batching na impom to say
Assembly. Speaker. Many are some there and eba.
And the same boy and come up.
And only post-it, I sound assam.
Okay.
Say the Indian, my Jumani said, me posted the idea. And only the idea, young couple, I don't know, I'm a draw. May they share I are for. Posted the idea. And where do you say in Hosa? Me kasi me bose post-it about food dry dema hospitals. Finance tried the name Tamsuluti hydrochloride no. A degree I don't know, and I say a degree Ujunson no, and a day a bebe nasi, but and supposed to the idea. And Winty a comma posted the idea no, I idea be and who any a drone hosa. I mean, I don't me, I'm a draw. And then me share I are for a war posted to me. Since Mitias is here, Obia Utiminka, we are Ben Manquan with the best of 40 years airqua, Team ye, because a bit of say, Ubia posted at any time. A young 1 year every 40 years aircon in your posted. Now posted me, my idea. Now a couple posted a when I'm quite be a batter agents of Chano. Numuna do bena agents of a dear agents of free agents of Chanoba. Yebemba munu enam esanso boama se bema ne obahia nsuo na eba bema no ho no eboa de nsuo bi boa bema no ama ne sperms ntumi ba oba no ho na saa akwa no ho a ho no abofo frɛ no enlarged prostate,
okay,
ana benign prostatic hyperplasia na no na se eba Adia doctor say and say you more drobiti to say hydrochloric tamsulosin hydrochloride another finasteride and adwo Johnson eba e ma odun so pii anajo eba ma odun so pii anajo Johnson count na one hwan ya ha na o ya ju so gu hu and now say Johnson count no ko janso odun so a kwansi na untumi Johnson e and now say mama odun so a odun so no Martin said a seba, pressure very slow. A bit of more so buja, a bit of more sister, ya, a mama samba conform. A bit of more so good, how himself would you so good. Nasano many nano, and can find no more, but that's what that could be so over you sono. Not just like I say. I say, you call the Duke Hospital, National Robber, and send it to me a day. I just saw Robert, why you train your over pressure or sa quiz obewu. Ne saa honama kwa na yekese no eno ho aduro ne memanya me de ma wa ema adwodwo saa kwa na yekese no ema ni sin dadam ema susu anso ma bobodi na ye den efiri ho ema ho to I just say me can before me say best shrink prostitute no ama na akofom asi na dem ama hu susanso amabodi na afiri ho enti na mama de bia me ka say so obi so opposite do chame oboa because nduro a wo system mu nyina no eya nduro a e de manage ojunso no say de be ya bia wontumi junso a obejunso ana ojunso pia e be kofom na mo opposite na adikofa kofa bae na kofa how na bae ne de e chire ye kese enti gusu ye kese ni nyina no nsusu aso be ne bibia kese so a ehunu a say eye kuro nti nsusu aso be na eye kuro a enu ne say almost wonya prostate cancer enu na do be ko ensedo no prostate na be kuro no enu na do be ko ensedo na enu na memanya aduru a yame adom se prostate na eye kese a edon dwodwo no se rubber na yahya wa onu aduru no a ma rubber na yeden prostate shinke a ebe rubber na yeden afiri ho me ka se mre bi abante ba ha be di adanse a mama na aduru no ho atona ne depo ne ba yes na ehina yase onu go de ehina yase ya fa hye ne bemam a ne yeyi a no ho atona onam.
This is 92.9, the radio station that other radio stations listen to.
Kessben 92.9, Asidankwa. Numo Ajonye, Otie Kessben 92.9 FM. Yabasa Bant Mani Bachona, Yabosu se Bomsini Abosu Kain, Yadansu se Dansumai, Yawodo se Odona, Kessben FM, Bebiachi se Aximota, and Yaxiase, Kessben 92.9. Mendawoshi Oyiwado Asidankwa
abekofom emo posit na adikofa kofa bae na kofa how na bae ne de e chire ye kase
Numo Ajonye Otie Kessben 92.9 FM Yabasa Bant Mani Bachona Yabosu se Bomsini Abosu Kain Yadansu se Dansumai Yawodo se Odona Kessben FM Bebiachi se Aximota and Yaxiase Kessben 92.9 Mendawoshi Oyiwado Asidankwa
edon dwodwo no se rubber na yahya wa onu aduro no a ma rubber na yeden positive shinke a ebe rubber na yeden afiri ho me ka se mre bi abante ba ha be di adanse a mama na aduro no ho atona ne depo ne ba yes na ehina yase onu go de ehina yase ya fa hye ne bemam a ne yeyi a no ho atona onam ho enti mitumi kasi me bu se positive aduro de nyame de sa cha de yeden e de acha me nipa dodo na be makache a me hwe ombesin de obi akwa no ho to no uba makache mo aduro kwa ho beto ba homies enu ntina me bodo ru se opposite na ike se ana ya so rubber ana si wonya cancer bra uba mamu aduro ama ho ato wo makache a yo mfide ho ha be hwe video e free no ultrasound scanner be hwe video aye setting say ampa wo prostate na fe se de tie no ya hweso ama ho aduro ama akonom ama ho ato entinu se wotimi ne a na ni masem tetia ne se enemre se wo prostate a ma wure ho man dwen se bi unu bi papa bi enya prostate mani kun no enem minti obi obenya prostate no awo ndaso se no ho beto no de se o ya ne se obetu na mo apamachi akwan kwa de a o prostate se de tie bia no wo ho beto ene la bia me ka se ministry of health betima sipa e de medroi amanko for hospital se obinya prostate aba na so ba na se omhwe ni moja mu se prostate na mo bedo ma mo a ko bi ni ho be shen catheter ko bi ni ho e be shen rubber ana so bi obeka se ni prostate aye cancerous debi because edun no ma e shinge prostate na asate ye kese na sai kese no enfon se de ni kese se de tie e be shinke na ma ho ato mo nipa bebre amehwe omo a ya so omo rubber ebi yi omo de ebi usuguso a omo no aduro no a minim se omba review a ekofom a minim se omo so ede ebi yi omo de ndi se wotumi nkan so prostate a enemre prostate enkuni pa biem minti maduro ninti prostate enkuni pa biem na ntisa nka maka se prostate won nya prostate earlier bi until se mi aduro we obi onya prostate be kunu enkuwa na yafofo bi na beku sa ya na beku nso na chese bia se ya na bank positive na beku because obi enya positive bia ekuno because na hu aduro ni ho sa ebe ya kodu cancer na afi na de okọ nti wotimi nkan na o prostate ana sa oju so so amekan no hu bi o ababo mu a pamachi akwan men transit ntwentwa mane ngwechire ansa na waba pamachi akwan animanimu ya na mo aduro ansan henshinke no ma ho nto ɛna the meka ba ko so say ɛmfa ho labura wadu ɛwɔ posit no mu oba wo beto me ye adwuma free Monday up to Friday a free 8 o'clock up to 5 o'clock oba wa tum ho ama hwe pepepepe ya di mfide ba hwe redeem ahwe sampa wo posit ene nansa no enura obi ba me nche free ofra abuchi da ba oba ye ya hwe no so oni cancer me so oni cancer oni prostate abuchi omo say omo say jaba omo any operation say dey me hwe no ni hwe me so ma we ni prostate nti we betumi ayden akọ osi na mama do mi kono mfambo me ho ban and then my first na obi frame say opeso mama na do ndebo no ho ban a metumi ka chance da bi wunya enlarge ya ehu hia na mum ma hwe ma hu say wo ho na say wunya nya positive kra na bra now at least every 6 months bia no ndo ni bi say there be ya ebe prevent it from coming chance ebe ba na why then was ano and no be better because bonus prevention is better than cure into that some my human who say obi a onyanya bi no betumi anu medo no asi ehu kwan chance mama yade ba ansan yahwe wahwe no nti ende meti ha na masam tie and say wo positive a ene uni how
very well
minti wo ba wo beto
Afa we check kwan na for numbers
very good me number is 0553 800 678 0553 800 678 me wo fifi prat last stop ewo kaswa yin no kwantempon so uduru kaswa bisa se wo pe fifi prat last stop taxi ewo main station ewo old market wo no unyama taxi na kache dava so bisu obatampa junction usi wa free ho ba me ho no menante be set minti me nsape 3 minutes ni waduru me ho enya ira kwankura nti se wo sati bi ni mu a mentena se mandwini se bia wa wochinchin akọ mmemme bebre ho anto wonti no wo ma to na mombra na oba ho beto ebi kra tumi frame bi sam senti jabra project no huhum yade ana because wochinchin akọ mmemme bebre no anto no nti oba kra na yin se jabra house me honso oba no honto no but me more full assurance say bra na ho beto obi a watemi kan mrepi na bubu du ase na suma mpeso oba one day obi a ma hwe na ma no hato no kudi adanse che no odi me kan na eba ye hu ze no kre se na de na me kan no ye no kre nti se wotemi kan mamma bibia nsu kwan mo bi na da o enche o se bia o skebi na musika na me pa agenti na ma me kasa nyente sa me wadura esi hospital no ese post ya de ene post de dro e wo ho obi ka say doctor bi ka say doctor post de dro ni ho e say de prevent and say de so anu a oboa mimi waduro so hospital no pe say enlargement say ya so catheter say when eye cancers bra na ho beto nti speaker ka kra metumi aka che ma telephone no
me da say of a numbers.
This is 92.9. 92.9 This is 92.9 the more variety. Perfect. 92.9. 92.9 radio station. Station to listen to.
Of tonight. Thank you so much for your time. Pastor Danny Bima about Tampa process and prostate related challenges in United MM.
Swing it, shake it, on your
thank you. Maminga Jumba Ewa Habrana 22 bets for Atinase. Charlie, good morning. What is saying?
Good morning. I'm here, pa. Now, so
I'm going to microphone.
I'm here, pa.
You are before. Change it to bed for what to say.
Oh, yeah, there's some panel now.
As a panel now, I see.
DB now.
DB now.
A Dawson.
That weekend, you know, na Mine City, any man you born, right? Okay. I was told some for we need bet baby. But my bra, na ye name come.
Yeah, that's it. Nti best at ebia and then there kan woti enka nti mebo boso kakra ma omo afina omo ti enka say 22 bets no first in ama 22 bets yes be join and say we are regulated by the gaming commission nti usika bia wo wa uni problem e duma na ye di no gaming commission aware na ne edi ene to so no say ye wo bonuses bebre amount nti afina wate en kan pese on register your promo codes be and they say Kessben oti en kan o Kessben o be register used to Kessben KESSBEN na fashe na register as promo code ubenya 22 cedis fresh on your deposit you only 22 cedis but say in case na o di shame na say for some reasons when ya sa 22 cedis na men your deposit answer DMN and I say by a live chat na be catch your customer support no they be ma manually because who here pa say we use promo code nko dey say the man say we use promo code you now be your first deposit so I say your amount a bonus your sports bonus 200% your casino bonus I know so 100% in the amount choice no dey na ope we be twa Real Madrid echi and na be twi Aviator and also wo we so and there match basu Fiorentina ne Olympiacos say you see amount risk free bet no so 100% in case na ucha na say essay you be ma 100% I'll bet me dey redeem okay and so and you nyoma bebre o 22 bet your platform no so user friendly until oba nyoma basa bia very organized until kojo the kakabe so
yes, mami too na fa be so na say weekend is game all right. Champions League no final no.
Of course so in person me 40 say this week yes lati ade FFF 22 bet. UCL final momo giveaway. In run your chance here. In run nipa 50 enya 200 cedis each.
Nipa 50
enya 200
cedis. Enya 200 cedis.
Omo botuma e den ra boy be here social media no so. Yeah, omo gusu see mbambese o ma wote fon so aso te say yewie ye to aso akusi fiada internesi koso the here ne say obe follow to bet or all social media platform obe un post of the momo no and e be make new post na ma share mo contacts randomly pick pick obi abi you could be one of the lucky winners 22 bet person ma yes catch am say Saturday program no am pay bedwa tema vana no cheso it me wo pa cheso it me wo Friday e be chiche mumu a de be mama for your friend Fafa Kabratema. Any mumu team for Friday ni friend Fafa Kabratema.
Ne man ndra no your friend Fanumsio.
And then say say be ma mumu no de anum.
Say na de ni din ne den.
Almost say be anum nsu.
Fanumsio.
Once my breast is we tie person be anum nsu o che almost say be anum nsu. Unum nsu na we are Friday I bet sure say be ma Canada Fafa Kabratema.
I see.
Ana tema no so ba the chatter said Obana be ball any games in we are who say among for be programs are getting back very difficult 22 bet say amamo engine drain on cry ya fan hon kanina ya the branded buses BCC or I dey among for be circle Madina Sprinters La Paz
for Champions League
after Champions League final no your point so 10 p.m. now your pon program we now why dey sell bit my be feel you see me ma men drain on cry ya the branded buses BCC amamo matrim de mabamo ademaba Madina Circle Accra Spana Junction and La Paz
na omo maye mono aye easy
exactly
I see but how is the weekend looking like Real Madrid that's against Obokantapa Champions League you know also the be saying
also in favor of Madrid but maybe agenda ni agenda
when your agenda be a question
ucha be into the major man Dortmund
Mr. Speaker answer na be do Champions League no and there conference league final
okay
Olympiacos versus Fiorentina. Now, you one feature be 22 bet. I man ye different from other platforms. I who here pa. Inti, my mema typical example. And they say, sir, Fiorentina versus Olympiacos match, you know. Oko 22 bet, you will be BFN analytics.
Okay.
Amount starts about the match, you know. Inti, you say Fiorentina didn't draw 11 out of 15 matches. Now it's to me call win-win. Emma, because on time about draw. To me call win-win. You say Olympiacos has won 8 of their last 10 home matches. Now you say Utumiko Olympiacos straight win. 9 out of 15 matches of Fiorentina matches ended with less than 9.5 corners. Now you say no so Utumi equal under 9.5 corners. I know also 1.69. They say Olympiacos scored more than 0.5 goals in all of their last 10 home matches. And next say no so to me call Olympiacos to score.
Okay.
And also Bema Bear 1.4 us. They say 9 out of last 15 Olympiacos matches ended with less than 3.5 goals. Now you say to me call under 3.5. Inti we know Ebema say uni idea of optional bekwa.
Okay.
Yankasi am starter ebe wow. They say a person on Casa on some in debate. Inti your friend analytics or could be a bet in now left cry analytics or start or match no I'll be to me at the share a picky options are open.
Very well. Now you know your friend is saying yes, no more changes. Any t-shirt, right?
Yeah, and the t-shirts maybe bread every Kessben for.
Okay.
If you need Saturday you better chair more of the jerseys and
my microphone.
No. Sorry, Saturday better check more of the jerseys and the t-shirts. No. Saturday the giveaways in the door so. Caps, bottles, wristbands, free bets, momo, kai do. Then any jenu 5 aside. Damn. Then the game ben episode. The brand game.
I need na robet me twa bet so ana.
Bet no person bet bet also.
The main bet akasa na Champions League no but we build up na say na we will bet me so enya nyoma. Opa fe no end of season award.
I see.
The chobia obi eno oyi bi Ghana. Ona na we hu say betting company be na Ghana and as globally abo season we are o chemu ama ne customer say money ya ejuma end of season ye chemu mu sanfan tonsu. Obi eno oyi bi.
Very well. Eti Babena was say eti when year Andy Modia t-shirt no.
Next week so you do so team now supporting me
ankasa JC. Okay. Kabo de ba this week ananke here because enye me team no na body but all the same there yeah. But
yeah support to Dortmund no. We support to Dortmund because Madrid wajisa Champions League na Farmers League enye fine. I say na e kan boom. Me go na against na Dortmund team share
I see. I love it that was it. But platform no once again 22bet.com.gh 22bet.com.gh Okoswam pacho games ahuda man kese. I see today ends the limited registration exercise. Those who have not registered should do the needful to get registered. 7 December is a communal labor. All hands must be on deck and must be involved to rescue Ghana from this 419 government. Thank you, Enoch, for a message, with the free Asaman Kese Ebai. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Today, millions of Ghanaians are suffering unprecedentedly. The hardships under the NPP government is so high in terms of cost of living. We are all dying out of the many things we see as ordinary Ghanaians. We cannot afford a single meal per day under this NPP government. Kwame Acidity sent in that one from Ahafo Achirensia. Kwame, thank you for a message. Baroski is sending this one from a year as a Shewa. Baroski says that Asiedun Ketia and Sami Jemfi are deceiving the NDC supporters on this Atoforsen's court trials, and nothing can save Atoforsen. If they care to know, regards to Setre Kumau DCA, the Honorable Samuel Adai Ajekum. You sent in that one. Thank you for a message. Wode Abba. Haji John Ede Abba or say, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Yourself and your team are doing a great job. But as for the NDC, the deceit is becoming far too many. God bless you and bless Ghana as well. Thank you for a message. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. As the Electoral Commission wraps up the limited registration exercise today, it is clear that the NPP party is going to opposition. Thank you very much for a message. Awode Abba. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Indeed, it is clear from all indications that a certain truth are not being told by the Office of the Attorney General. There are so many questions that beg for answers. They must be able to come clean on this one. The NDC has demonstrated enough evidence to prove that indeed there was a communication between the man Jakpa and then the Attorney General. Lambert, you sent in that one from a year Agona Asafo. Thank you very much for a message. Wode Abba. This one says that, good morning, Speaker. Indeed, when are we going to stop playing politics with every issue? In fact, such legal issues that we have in our legal professions, as you quoted, are very sensitive issues that we should not play politics with. Look at both Asiedun Ketia and Nana B and how they demonstrated themselves during the press conference yesterday. This is the reason why we are not going anywhere as a country. Kofi, you sent in that one. Thank you for a message. Medase Papa Mamin Kai Wayne. So this one says that, good morning, Speaker. Please tell Arafin Paul Ziga that he's got everything right. And today he's right for not going into matters that are in court. Indeed, it would have been a subject for contempt. Thank you for a message, Joseph. I'm grateful. Wayne Sosa. Well, you say, good morning, Speaker. I'm grateful for those who are championing the good things of our country. Indeed, the finance minister and his team are doing their best, yet nothing is seen. A lot of things are happening to our economy that we cannot comprehend. Something must be done quickly. The city is far fallen beyond a reasonable doubt. Thank you for a message. Amiel Francis is sending me this one. Amiel says that, good morning, Speaker. I want to tell the NPP government and Dr. Bawumia that the cement prices happening now in our country is far too many, and it has to be controlled. If not, people will vote against the party, as well as petrol prices and lorry fares affecting everybody in this country. If they do not know, it is a sign of caution. Thank you, Amiel Francis.